Hi, I'm Aaron Marsala from ATV, and I'm super excited to be here with Kraft Music to tell you all about the new 2.0 firmware update for the aFrame. So you may remember from previous iterations of the aFrame firmware that there were 80 tones already out of the box and a whole slew of different editing capabilities. But now with 2.0, not only do we get more editing capabilities, but 80 more tones that are taking advantage of all these new parameters, such as a compressor effect, new types of ambience, and a spatial 3D sound effect to go through it as well. So the aFrame, as you know, is a powerhouse in terms of opening up your musical soundscape, and you'll be able to achieve so many different melodies, so many harmonies, and other percussive effects. So this one right here that I have up is drum native, and this is emulating just a raw acoustic drum. And then what's going to happen if you just take your hand and flatten it against the drum head, you'll get a muted sound. And as I said before, the aFrame is able to produce so many different types of melodies that you can control by applying pressure to the head itself. So in this case, applying pressure will make the pitch go up. And with this new 2.0 firmware update for the aFrame, like I said, there is also a new 3D effect. So especially if you're using your headphones, you'll be able to get this swirling all around you. Now I'd like to show you a quick bit of editing using an example called Synapse Dance. You can hear that just with applying any amount of pressure at all and then striking the head, it causes a varying amount of scales that it'll sequence through. So to enter edit mode, all you need to do is press number 1 and number 2 inwards. When it glows green like this, that means you're ready to edit. So you'll also notice that each of these tones within the aFrame is built up of 3 timbres. We have the main timbre, the sub timbre, the extra effect, and then of course the natural sound of the head and the 2 piezo microphones that is picking up your own acoustic touch. So here you'll notice that we've scrolled over to the extra effect and specifically the parameters where we get to control what scales we're playing through and how we are navigating through each scale based on our playing. So once you get to this zone, all you need to do is scroll the encoder and you'll notice that we're getting different types of scales. We got the minor blues, got a whole tone scale, Lydian, bunch of modes, different scales from all around the world. And right now, the S pointing downwards, that's showing that we're going to be moving downwards with each stroke and then back up 2 octaves. So here you'll notice that we are on a minor scale, and now with the arrows up top, you can then scroll to different parameters. Okay, we'll get you different skips with each stroke. That was going down, now the arrow's going up. We can also make it pressure sensitive, pressure going up. So now your direct acoustical input is fully responsible for what intervals you are hitting within that scale. And if you want to go downwards, shift it down. And then of course we have just totally random. All sorts of fun to be had in there. And one new feature that I am particularly excited about within the aFrame 2.0 firmware is a randomizer. That being said, we can go to any one of these 160 tones that you'll get out of the box and press 1 and 2 to get to your edit mode. Go to number 2, press it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now we can randomize each one of our timbres, main, sub, or extra, or all 3 at the same time. So here we have the normal sound of snappy framey. Now all I need to do is press the encoder, and we will randomize every parameter within it. And let's see what we got. Want to try something else? Roll the dice again, press the encoder. And the farther you scroll towards or away and press the encoder again, the effects will get even farther randomized. What I really love about the aFrame, between its ergonomic design and its super sensitive head, is that it will accommodate absolutely every style of hand percussion that you might bring to it. So you can play it in a frame drum style, kind of like how I'm holding it now. It'll accommodate the full hand playing. It'll accommodate even finger pad rubbing versus fingernails. You can even pick it up, play it in a tar style. But what you'll notice is that each of those different styles has a very different sound that is produced from the drum head, just like any real acoustic drum head would, right? So what you can do is start blending and mixing all these different styles to maximize not only what the aFrame can do, but what the particular tone allows you to do as well. You'll notice that down towards the center, we have more of a bassy tone right now. Towards the edge, a much higher timbre. If you were to strike it with just your full hand in the center, like a bass on a djembe, you're hearing the bass, but you're hearing a lot of the upper end as well. So what I like to do personally to isolate that low end, just with the very light fingertip tap with no nails involved, just right in the center. And then when you want to introduce the higher sounds, and of course, the pressure sensitivity will always add so many natural inflections to your playing. In addition to the 80 new tones that were added within the 2.0 firmware update, there are also free projects that you can download online, such as this cajon-inspired project with 40 new cajon sounds. So there you have it, the aFrame 2.0 firmware update. It adds so many new tones and so many new features that you can use to your heart's content. Once again, I'm Aaron Marsala from ATV. Thank you to Kraft Music for having us, and I'll see you guys next time.